we're going to watch an incorrect summary of Elden Ring, Blood and Fire. This is his third video in his series recapping and explaining Elden Ring in question marks. I think Hex can stay for this one. That's fine. But yeah, we're just gonna do it.
Limgrave, Kaled, Liurnia, Altus, Lanedale, Gelmir, Faramazula, Limgrave, whatever this place is, Nokron, Limgrave, I give up. These places and many more in the lands between were once ruled by the great Queen Marika. Before the world's messiest divorce, now Marika's treasure, source of all her power.
Also spoilers for Elden Ring.
Hands of the demigods, waiting to be claimed only by the strongest of champions. But that's kind of hard. This promise drove countless Tarnish to the Erd Tree in pursuit of horrors more terrifying than they could dare to imagine. These journeys are the pursuit of that treasure, the great Elden Ring.
From the open shore I will learn to fly, soaring past the great divide. Voices that surface seem to call out all the lies. Is it still a sin if I let the menaces sail to calmer tide? I'll awaken what's asleep inside.
So that's what you're going to be in store for the next bit. I do love the editing though. It's super stylish, and the editing with the music is awesome, and the way that he does colorization on these scenes, it looks like such an easy game. I know, right? It's a simple game. It's a baby's game. But yeah, these videos are a lot. I heard that it takes him somewhere between 3 to 6 months to make one of them. But he also has them for Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. So potentially we could also watch those tonight if you guys are so inclined, given that we've been talking about Resident Evil and I just finished Devil May Cry. So yeah, anyway, it's a lot, but you know, it's fun. It's such a bop.
Last time on Elden Ring, our heroes emerged to find a world in ruins and a throne unclaimed. Alone, they braved Godric the Graphic's funny bouncy castle to perform some prosthetic surgery, enrolled in Raya University with a major in family medicine.
Like if you, that wasn't a great here. We'll rewind it. If you're not like familiar, this might not be obvious, but like all of this magical effect has been tinted purple. Like he's doing that with a bunch of the effects in this, where he's like tinting the various like magic effects or the weapons or the anything glowing in completely different colors than they actually are in game, which just adds to the level of like, I can't believe he's spending the time to do this for something that's on screen for literally 1 second or less. But it's wild. I love how many cameos Max0r puts in his video. Uber Danger, Iron Mouse. Yeah. Iron Mouse was in the last one, representing the Volcano Manor, praying to Satan, so to speak. It's crazy. Yeah.
Enrolled in Raya University with a major in family medicine, challenged the great hero Radon in a pitched battle to vaporize the eastern seaboard. Nothing of value was lost that day. Descended into Friedrich Fazbear's mega pizzaplex and introduced him to the Bullet of 45. And finally, entered the golden capital of Lanedale to claim the Elden throne.
Okay, I also want to say that I have had essentially zero exposure to Five Nights at Freddy's until I started watching the videos with Markiplier, and then I swear to God, almost every video that I've watched since then has been referencing Five Nights at Freddy's, like constantly, or Markiplier.
I fucking hate IKEA, but that's all in the past now, and you don't have to view it. My audio sounded like it was in a bathroom sink, so all you need to know is Skid Row's fucked up. Here is the plan. To enter the Erd Tree, we're going to need more firepower than American Recess, and that is where the mount.
Bro, some of these jokes are wild. You're gonna need more firepower than a recess. Oh my
of death and destruction and fuck comes in. Compared to California, I would say this is an improvement. To reach these high peaks and mountainous menageries, our heroes must escape California and brave the Forbidden Lands, which is a task easier said than done. Hey guys, Max0r here. Welcome to the Lumaki dimension. I can overlay anything onto the screen. Fuckers built their boss fight inside Patrick's dream. So we head into the cleverly disguised hallway, and the only major problem we encounter is that the enemies are are
Too short to
motherfucking
hit?
pissed. As an
Yep.
empath, I can sense that that it's cold. You know what? I think it's time that this is a normal difficulty boss. You know what? Fuck it. Let's skip this one.
I was gonna say it's time you run past this boss.
Yeah, this is definitely not foreshadowing anything.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the Funny Mountain, where the difficulty spikes harder than the elevation. Like, geologically, how does this happen? You know, you can tell it's going to be a great area when the first NPC you meet is absolutely off his perks. Wow, dude, you're just like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm fantastic at writing jokes. So we're here in the
Okay, I will say that if you have played Elden Ring, this is definitely the area where the enemies start hitting a lot harder and have a lot more hit points. And if you were barely scraping by before, you are going to have a very hard time. I do really like the environment in this area. I think that it's really well made, even if it doesn't really make geological sense. But there's so many of these vistas, like this one he's coming up onto, that's like this giant cliff ridge that's basically a saw, and it's just pits on either side. Fantastic.
Oh my god. This mountain is so beautiful. It makes me want to dive into it and stay there forever. Once upon a time, these mountains were an ancient battleground where giants dwelled among men. Now it's a modern battleground where ketamine dwells inside my blood. You know, this place looks really nice, but what did Mr. Krabs do to jellyfish fields? This is not how I imagine dragons. Radioactive. Well, I'm bored of this place.
Not the
It's just
Imagine
missing a little
Dragons
bit of
reference.
variety to the gameplay. You know, with its 3 dungeons. But
Okay, that one that he just showed, though, was the biggest bullshit dungeon in this area, where at the very end of it, you have to fight the stupid Godskin duo, 4 of them in a row without dying after going through this whole gauntlet of ghost wolves and shit. It's awful.
Because FromSoft packaged their game with the ability to do this, he's so beautiful. We're going to be using this amazing mechanic to talk to you about energy drinks. That's right, GamerSupps made the mistake of sponsoring me, and they said, yes, you can make Elden Ring builds based on our flavors. This is a decision I will make them regret. All right, first on our list is Blowhole Blast. She looks very sad today.
Wait, hold on, we're gonna go back to that one. I was kind of in the way for this one. Are any of you the type of gamer that likes to make your characters look like hideous monstrosities, or do you try and make your characters look actually attractive? Because there's definitely merit to both, but you absolutely can't play a game like this and take it seriously at all when you look like this. I feel like the easiest way to make a monster like this is to just keep hitting make it similar, and then eventually it just drifts into something that is truly monstrous and subhuman. Holy shit. Turning GamerSupps into Elden Ring characters is inspired. Oh.
I can think of a pretty appropriate weapon for this build, honestly. Emotional damage. Damages you with how he fucking looks. Titty milk.
I actually have titty milk. It's a decent flavor. They claim it's blueberry, and that's a lie. There is no world in which titty milk is a blueberry. I don't understand how they decided that, but this is his peak.
Why would you do this? Lots of strength on this guy. He was stung by a bee. Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000. Got a big schnauzer on this one. Gonna be doing an arcane poison build. It really accentuates the flavor. My favorite one is definitely a code Max0r with a 0 for free shipping on GamerSupps samples. He gets to try energy drinks for free using the link in the description. Or he could use the code for 10% off GamerSupps purchases if he is watching the video late. My man's got a lot of stamina. Piss man, because all that water-soluble vitamin B12 has to go somewhere. My sink is so goddamn energized right now.
Me literally every hour of streaming.
Fuck. That's a big skeleton. I'm sure it's not indicative of any other video games. We have entered the fucking calcium carnival. This part of the game is very humorous. You know what? Fuck this boss. I got a cool plan for.
Also, the plan for this boss is to run away. Sweet six pack is best. Bricky's flavor. Ooh, I haven't tried that one. To be clear, also, this is him also summarizing his play through the game. So this is him editing all of his footage down from. Why are you 720p? Get out of disgusting. Ew. Get on 1080p. Get on my level. This is him editing all of his game footage into this video. So all of these times that he's dying and stuff is all actually just him dying, which I find at least endearing. That is a level of content creation that I don't think I could ever aspire to make this long of an edit for just one game. Like, good Christ.
This guy, it's time to put those wings to the goddamn test. I genuinely didn't know if that was possible. Bailiff.
Wait, what did he do?
On the far side of the mountain, there's this funny castle. I think Miyazaki put these here to torture me. This is the part of the game that gets offended when you take damage, and there is a lot of damage to be taken. My favorite is the 13th annual Ghost Convention. Very packed venue we've got today. Zoinks, Scoob, I'm taking you to the shelter to get euthanized. Oh, you thought you.
Fun fact, you can actually prevent those ghost guys from spawning if there's these guys that are sitting in little trapeze things in that room that are screaming, and if you kill them, none of the ghosts show up. Just you know.
You could escape. Here we find one of the most bosses ever made. You know, if I can ever start fighting him. Hey there, guys. I'm back at the boss run. Oh, so we kill all.
Yeah, I cannot imagine doing this edit. It is truly staggering. Like, it kind of hurts, but it hurts good. You know what I mean? It's beaming it straight into my brain.
His imaginary friends, and he doesn't take to that very kindly. Hey guys, it's me, Nameless King. I thought this was going to be a normal boss. With the frizz, no way. This man is known for having more damage than God. Hey there, guys, it's me.
Okay, maybe you need more hit points. I think that's also a common misconception in this game, is that a lot of players from past Souls games put about 40 into vigor because that's sort of the amount that you need in other games. But in this game, you need to have like 60 plus. And I think this is the part of the game where if you only capped it at 40, because that's what you do in other Souls games, you get slapped to absolute shit without realizing it, which is like not my favorite part, because I feel like putting 60 levels into basically a stat that is just not dying is it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite decision, but it is what it is.
Again, although I've got to give him credit for showing off great disability representation. From me, my game is disabled from beating this fucking boss. Man's using his wheelchair for a hit and run.
I love these boss montages that he does.
Fuck. Why did I do this to myself?
Whoa, wait, actually, I have no idea how he got that visual edit of like the zoom outs. I mean, maybe he's playing in PC, so he has it modded.
Hey there, buddy. Want to hear the lore about this church?
No, thank you.
It all started with an ancient war between...
They're doing 20 damage to each other.
That is why, Tarnished, you must ascend up the mountain and face the fire giant.
Wait a fucking second.
One of the most annoying bosses in this entire game.
So this is John Cena. I call him that because you can't fucking see him. I think they might have made him a little too big. We're gonna have to fight him on his own turf. Oh hell yeah, dude! Let's go fight the fire giant. This boss mostly attacks you with his garbage lid, you know, so he can take the fucking trash out. And that is a problem because, well, he's not holding it with.
Because I'm trash.
So to beat this boss, I'm going to have to use my secret ability called post-cognition, which allows me to interpret events that have already happened. It appears that I should have dodged that. Fortunately, this boss has a weakness. It's called playing a mage build. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Wait. There were a lot of images that were just there. I need to see what that was. I mean, his weakness is breaking his leg thing, and then he takes a bunch of damage there. Legalize nuclear bombs. Okay, got it. Understood. Capital.
We love casting spells, but for the rest of us, we have to attack his really detailed feat. This is what Miyazaki intended. You can't laugh at it.
I don't think I've ever actually watched it break like
sorry,
that.
man, I didn't know it'd do that.
Fine then. If you want my legs so much, you can fucking have it.
That's not really what I meant. What the fuck is that? I think I broke him.
If only, Jesus. Whoop. Yeah.
Welcome.
Also, the number of people that try and go down into the bottom of this because it's super unclear that you're supposed to go around the edge of it and then just fall in and die is a lot. There's a large number of people who do that.
Come tarnished to the fire which will burn the Erd tree.
Great, so I can go in now, right?
No, of course not.
What?
Far beyond these mountains, in the ruins of ancient Oklahoma, there is a weapon capable of killing even the gods themselves. And for your journey to come to a close,
It's called
you must
methamphetamine.
brave these treacherous palisades. For within lies the shadow of Queen Marika and the rune of destined death.
Wait, why is it called that?
Why do you think?
Many reasons, actually.
Okay, that's enough for the rest of my life. Take my hand so I can melt myself. Fucking moron.
Wait, was that from No Man's Sky? I think it
For
was.
so long I have waited for this chance to one day commit arson.
Those crazy yanderes be like,
I have been with you every step of your journey, and it made me want to vaporize myself. In Minecraft. This is goodbye, Tarnished. I hope this world crushes your skull like a grape.
and then feeds your eyes to a blind girl and calls them grapes. Anybody who doesn't know, there's an entire subquest in this game where there's this blind girl that wants these grapes, and the grapes are all absolutely putrid eyeballs, and they drive her insane and towards the madness ending.
Hey guys, Max0r here. Today we're going to be visiting the... holy shit, it's so
Kansas
beautiful.
Prime.
I'm a genius. I think this is a hazard. Midwest Fur Fest is fucked up. Oh god. Wow, this shit is really neat. Just gotta walk through the obvious boss arena.
This one feels even
Put
more
this
like a
here.
music video
Why
than his
do they
last
hate
two.
me? When does the camera stop twerking? I'm gonna deal with it later. I'm just not thinking
It
about how
doesn't.
it covers the walls in spaghetti. Excuse me, I just forgot my souls. Welcome to the Australian afternoon. Where
That is one thing that I dislike in this game, is that a lot of the big monsters, the camera is just awful. With regular dragons, it's fine to sit in front of them because they'll lower their head and they'll do a lot of attacks that keep them fully in view. But with those wyvern things, like, their heads barely ever come down into a reasonable range. So if you sit back from them, you just get smashed over and over and over again with lightning attacks, which sucks. And it's just really hard to actually fight them that way, which means you have to get underneath them, which means that you can't see them, which is the worst way to play. So I don't know. I feel like they haven't quite figured that out. Same problem with the giant. Like, the only way to fight the giant is to get all up on his ankles. That's literally the intended way to do it, which means you literally can't see what he's doing 99% of the fight. It's truly awful. But anyway.
the difficulty spikes harder than the elevation. Look guys, even the magpies are here. They are just a blast to fight, honestly. Amazing. They really want my french fries. Dog, this shit look like a war zone. Why are there so many of them? Miyazaki, please. So after a quick detour,
Those birds are so irritating. They're not so bad if you're playing as a mage because you can seek onto them. But I swear to God, they're literally just designed to fly out of melee reach over and over and over and over again, and then screw up because the tracking will make you like swing at them as they're flying in circles and just completely miss. It's I don't understand why they put them in the game with that kind of movement pattern. It is infuriating.
we're at the Furry Pride Cemetery. We make our way into the church. You know, the one. Do you get the feeling that this game is just getting too good? Have you ever thought, what's the worst thing I could fight? Well, my friend, think no longer. Godskin Duo.
Godskin Duo is the only boss that I always summon for. There's some bosses I summon for sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling. but every single time I play this game after the first time, I summoned on this boss because it's just such ass. And I also summon an NPC on it, partly because the NPC summon on this boss fight is really good. He's the guy from Volcano Manor with the giant Chungus hammer, which is like very fun. But this boss is such ass.
Hey guys, it's the Foreskin Brothers coming at you with another wacky vlogging video. This boss is a real grill issue, a real skull issue. From the developers, I consider this boss a personal slight and attempt to kill me via aneurysm. You know what? I think that 2 Godskins actually isn't hard enough. We can do better. What the fuck? What if I installed a mod that doubles the Godskin duo? And what if it wasn't the worst idea I've ever had in my life? That shit would be fucking crazy, honestly. Really wacky stuff from my imagination. I genuinely regret this. And even when
why would anyone ever do this?
Good luck. You're gonna
also, okay, does anybody actually know the quote unquote intended way to deal with the rollout attack that this giant fat one does? Because I have never found a good way to deal with it in a lot of cases. Sometimes you can get it into a spiral where you run in a counter circle and you're basically just circling each other until it eventually runs out. But that's highly dependent on exactly where you are when it does it. And the other is to get it stuck on terrain, and neither of which feel like they're the thing you're supposed to do. Because otherwise it'll just hit you twice and do a shitload of damage. It's awful. I don't know what they were thinking for that one either.
Realize that you aren't fighting a Godskin duo. You're fighting a Godskin 3.5. Or in my case, Godskin 14. Because God is dead and we skinned him. Pull off your skin, there's a demon under there. Exiting the best boss in the entire game, we enter the rest of Fair Missoula. The rest of Fair Missoula, a cracked and crumbling landscape, once home to a thriving race of dragons. Unfortunately, though, it is still occupied by a thriving race of dragons. You know, because they're just so easy to miss.
Dragons used to live here. They still do, but they used to also. Yeah, I do love the aesthetic of Fair Missoula. I think it's a really cool concept. I just think that the wyverns are the worst designed dragons in the game, so that kind of brings it down a few points. But exploring it's very fun.
Waking up to slap my nuts. Awesome, guys. We got lightning fortification. I like it so much I'm going to keep it on my screen. Why does God forsake his creation?
Why is this giving me
It's me again. I'm back for the bird things.
Full House vibes.
So much fucking fun. I'm having Fair Missoula is a land of many mysteries. Mysteries such as why? God. But to access the greatest mystery of them all, we're going to need to do some platforming. Making our way down the fun gameplay, we reach a random divot in the ground, which we're
making our way
nap in.
downtown.
This prompts us to have a crazy fucking dream. What the fuck? A dream of what could have been if I didn't smoke crack. Then the storm expands to consume my earthly flesh, like in Fortnite.
May God take us all so similarly.
Shit, I was hoping that would kill me.
Also, the music choice in these videos are so good.
Up there. Welcome everyone to the most diabetic boss in the game. He's not really big in the whole movement thing. So
wait, why is he diabetic?
Dragon Lord Parthenax screams at God to kill him instead. What a coincidence. I also scream at God to kill me. This is like half of his attacks. And if you're wondering what the other half is, it's piss. It's just piss. Come on, man. I don't even look like
it's just lasers. Lasers and fire.
That, he knocked all the bones out of my body. Don't worry. I managed to take care of his bones as well. It affects his ability to fire straight. This is the best shit I've ever done for a video. I don't know if you can dodge this one. Oh my fucking god, that was so cool. Legalized nuclear bombs. Following a 9-second engagement in my skin relocation, the boss decides that actually, no. Just no. What?
We're just gonna teleport over and over again.
The reaction bait. Thank you, Star Scourge Madon. It's really enjoyable when the boss fucking fights me from a different dimension. I don't think Placiduous Axe is supposed to be doing this. He's loading right now. He can even use a laser to teleport me straight into the grave. His aim is really his aim is really fucked up without his buttons.
Okay, so to be clear, I think he was modding it so that he was messing up with messing with the physics on the boss, and so it completely changed the way that it aims. Once you beat the boss, you can actually get that like laser dragon breath spell as a spell, and it's very fun. It's not very effective, but it looks really cool. And isn't that what we're really here for at the end of the day anyway?
Wait a fucking second. We respawn back
second.
in the bird section when we die. That's great. That's awesome. 10 out of good.
Oh, he didn't get the other bonfire? Oh, God.
Where the fuck is he?
Yeah, there's a bonfire
Right,
literally
boys.
10
Last
seconds
OSHA
past
violation.
that boss
All we
fight.
gotta do is walk up to... There is no mercy in this world. This is my favorite boss in the game. I'm just gonna leave this one for later.
He shot me through the fucking wall?
Hey guys, welcome to the...
Okay, that is bullshit. When the enemies can still hit you through the fog gate, but you can't hit them back and you can't target them and you can't like... Yeah, that's pretty bad. I will say I really like this boss because much like some of the DLC bosses, he does not have a lot of hit points. So he hits hard, but you also hit him hard. And especially his phase 2 that looks really scary and he has crazy ninja attacks. A lot of the time, if you actually are right on his face, he literally will just miss you with a lot of his attacks. So it's almost like he's threatening you to make you want to back away, but it's actually easier if you just stay close to him because he just flat out misses you half the time.
secret duo battle. It's really fun when he gets to play the game. Almost as fun as stoning people to death. And he's got about 15 ways to do it. Number 13, the Palestinian high five. This boss I do not consider very fast. I consider him bullshit. And a big part of that bullshit is the sheer fucking speed at which this man gives London handshakes. Bro, they made Bloodborne like 4 consoles ago. You gotta move on, buddy. Gaming in 2015 was fucking tough. We've got a lot.
Wait, have you guys ever played any of those demakes? That's what he was showing right there. People will take a video game and then they will like make it in a much lower polygon and essentially simulate as though it came out several generations earlier. It's a really odd concept. I've never actually played one, but like, I don't know. It's not really my thing, but I kind of love that there's a dedicated niche community to quote unquote demakes. Yeah.
A lot of fun attacks with this guy, like rocks and
Rocks.
Hey there, broski. How's the weather today? Why are
Just
the response here
kill
like
the
that?
horse guy.
So after a
Just
long
get
game
it over
fed
with.
a normal-sized pitbull who clearly has not had enough preschoolers. Here you go, buddy. I'll fix that one right up for you. All right, class. Today we're going to choose the strongest. I decided to take this dog on a long walk behind the shed. He's going to a farm upstate.
Oh, fuck. There's a spider on my hand.
Got him. I love the voiceovers that he does too.
If destined death is truly thy longing, then claim it.
I mean, I'm a millennial. Of course I long for destined death. This boss is so cool though.
I'm
Aesthetically?
going to fucking skin you alive.
Okay, so welcome to the evil shelter. I call it that because the dog euthanizes you. Malevtuber and Seeds, the whack ape of meth, is quite the
Wait, what was that? I swear I saw Seattle in there. Hold on. Maybe I'm just... Oh, it's Malacope. Okay, Malacope and Seethe. Okay, Seethe does look like Seattle when it's only on screen for a quarter of a second.
is quite
The whack
quite
ape of
definitely
meth.
fight. He is so fast, so aggressive, and so airborne that it makes me wonder, when do I get to play the game that I bought? You are literally fighting death right now, so if he kills you, you have to start a new character. Look, I don't make the rules around here, okay? I feel like most of this is just trying to hit him, ever, and the range on that sword means that he isn't going to share that issue. For lack of a better word, Malekith is an absolute beast, because not only do his attacks drain your health slowly and quickly, but they also reduce your natural lifespan, usually to a few seconds.
Yeah.
He also lowers your height to -6. All right, guys, so I figured out the bone remover works in cutscenes. I can't really tell if this makes the fight easier or harder. he's having some mobility issue. Where am I going? This is not a battle of attrition. We are not going to be low in healing, but we are going to be low in health. Malekith might be damaging, mobile, and especially aggressive. Please let me play the game now. But what he isn't is able to survive the base cannon. We can't outspace Malekith, and we certainly aren't going to outmaneuver him. But what we can do is outdance Malekith. I'm very good at it. And with the right
Not the
combination of
floss.
dodging, punishing, and staying uncomfortably close to the boss, you smell pretty good, Malekith. We just might be able to take this dog down. At least, that's the theory. In practice, it's easier said than done.
Jesus Christ, the edits on this. Wow, dude, timing every single one of those to the choir in the background. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, I'm a big fan of ominous crucifixes.
So are the Japanese. They love having media with that. It's so good. These videos are so wild.
The rune of death is
The rune
unbound,
of death.
and that is probably a bad thing. Now
That's
death is
probably
once
bad.
more a part of this world.
Dude, that guy is the ultimate gamer posture. Did you see how long that dude's neck was? Honestly, I think death is like probably for the better for most of the inhabitants of this world. I think that's in general kind of there we go. In general, I think that's a theme in the Souls games is a lot of them deal with infinite rebirth and how actually that's awful after not very long, and like being trapped in a world where nothing ever advances and you just sort of slowly zombify over and over again as you die is honestly actually horrible. So the good guy is the person that brings you the ability to die, basically. Love it. Love that.
A part of this world. Things definitely weren't dying before. I checked. Your destiny lies close at hand, Tarnished. Make the lands between whole again. Restore the Elden Ring. Also, how did you get here?
Nope, fuck that shit, I'm out. I've got a really important errands to do right now. Saving the world, I can do it later. It's not going anywhere. I've just been so busy lately.
Hey there, Tarnished.
Oh god, take me back.
So,
You have time
how's
to
your
do the
love
rest of the
life
side quests in the game.
I have a girlfriend now.
Puppets don't count. Listen, Tarnished, I pity you. A lot. So I'm letting you in on an opportunity.
Is it human trafficking?
Yes, deep below our feet, on the shores of the blood swamp, there lies a kingdom for the rejected, the poor, and especially the incels. Like you. Together with the power of the great Imperial
Those who
Nicolette,
had lack
which
bitches.
I kidnapped.
You kidnapped a god.
I had free candy. We will overthrow the Order of the Erd Tree and replace it with an order of pure blood.
I set the tree on fire, right?
That's not relevant right now. Consider this your formal invitation to Hustlers University.
I'm gonna pass.
No refunds.
Wait, no, I didn't ask for that! He took my bones. Yeah, this place looks pretty safe to drink. Don't you want to try the jungle juice?
It's fine.
About the blood swamp. Okay, so we're here with the mesothelioma children. I think I'm entitled to some.
Wait. That was so fast I didn't read a single word of it. Yeah, okay. It's those mesothelioma ads that we get. Yes, exposure to asbestos, yada 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 yada. Okay, yeah.
I think I'm entitled to some financial compensation.
This is Max0r.
Oh, shit, that one's doing a somersault. Bro, these things are fucking creepy. They hit me back with that fluoride stare. Mogwin Palace is the evil level. I can tell it's evil because of all the red and the blood. Now, I'm going to address the obvious here and say, yes, this is just like the end of Evangelion, but that isn't what makes this level terrifying. No, what makes this level terrifying is
these spinning bastards.
Hey,
no.
No,
we just run past Skelly, man.
What the fuck is going on over here? Is that fucking Squidward? I think I installed the wrong bot. Hey.
Fun fact, up until very recently, there's a way that you could climb up in the rocks here and then basically jump through a hole in the world and then fall infinitely into an abyss. And if you fall far enough, you get far enough away from every enemy in the zone that it thinks that it despawns them, which kills them, which gives you their runes. And then you just warp back and then you keep all of their runes. And so you could power level by basically falling through the world over and over again. I'm pretty sure that they fixed it recently. With that being said, the second most effective way to farm runes is also in this area, but just by killing all of the Albinorics on the slope over there, it's super easy. Yeah.
Hey fellas, how's your hammer hanging? Oh my god, I'm not feeling comfortable right now. What? They've accepted me as their god. Why is there a merchant down here?
Greetings, traveler.
Hello, traveler.
Very tired after such a long journey.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Where did you even come from? Okay, bitch, let's fucking go. Please stop it. It is so dark in here. That's fucking illegal. No, I refuse to accept that. Oh, there's a chest up there. I don't need the item. I don't need the item. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. I can see why.
It is a pretty good item, though. Yeah. Before he actually starts fighting this boss, I also hate this boss. This boss is like mostly fine, but he's just annoying enough with his AoE control and his like dots and his ranged attacks. I don't know. I never enjoyed fighting this boss.
Are you guys busy or something?
Nah. Is this Dark Souls 3 music? I think it is.
God damn it, I was doing something in the blood dimension, brother. I do not have time to pound your boy pussy today.
Aha, you were busy. Also, what the fuck?
What's the matter?
Oh, is it also Godskin Duo music? Okay.
Love.
You are siblings.
And you are a little bitch, but I'm not fucking crying about it now, am I?
How do you even fuck that?
There's no need to worry, Tarnish.
You can fuck anything with enough courage and effort. I'm totally gonna make a redeem out of that. You can fuck anything with enough courage and effort. I'm sure looking forward to that getting spammed later. Don't worry about it.
Satan, they didn't even try to hide it. That makes up 2 on our list of biblical ne'er-do-wells. I go through a lot to make these jokes, okay? I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. And today we're going to be fighting the evil boss. I can tell he's evil because of all the incest and the pedophilia. Don't pay attention to the ominous rings and the scary music. It just means he likes you. As the Lord of Blood, Mo utilizes a variety of sanguine schemes, such as the flashbang, the blood force trauma, and the shower. It's the ultimate weapon against a gamer. But most importantly, Mo's main attack is removing the blood from your body and then throwing it back at you. Nice try, buddy. That shit's full of money.
And lighting it on fire.
By the way, this boss is weak to bleed damage because why not? Overall, Moog is a simple fight. In theory, which is great because I have a simple mind. Every single attack is fair and telegraphed, even if it's a little too telegraphed. And he certainly doesn't need to jump across the arena 7 times in a row. You can really tell I'm not mad about it, despite being punished.
It's very funny because in this video, he's doing a lot of mod stuff that he didn't have in the first 2 videos, where he's adding in extra bosses and like changing the physics and stuff like that, basically for the sole purpose of making a joke, which is pretty fun, I will admit. It's definitely an interesting change, though. He actually even commented on his second video that basically if you're coming into this series of videos and you came from the later videos, to be aware that they're very different. So I'm seeing what he's meaning. But yeah.
Moog is one of the best bosses in the entire game, although I think it could use a little bit more blood. Really haven't seen enough of that. Just be careful what you wish for. Okay, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck? How do you even dodge this?
Jesus Christ. Now it's time for the whole hidden area. Yeah, he probably is going to go do the Millennia fight first. That makes sense.
Left her homeland miles behind.
Fuck off, Squidward. This isn't what I meant by Squid Games.
The hunt as she walks on the seacoast way with a path before her crash and the driftwood floats out.
I'm honestly shocked that this is still going.
It's the salt on my skin.
So, how big is this game supposed to be?
Very. This game is very big. Wait, Sea Dog?
Fuck
Wait,
yes.
Sea Dog VA as Moog? There's no way. Hold on. That's hilarious. Holy shit.